This story is fictional, but the dangers it portrays are real. The choices we make and the values we teach our children can shape the course of their entire lives. Let every choice lead toward a brighter future. Every child enters this world innocent, a blank page, waiting for parents, family, and society to help write the story of who that child will become. John George was once just an innocent little boy. He was the only son of Mr. and Mrs. George. He had 3 sisters, but John occupied a very special place in his parents' UOO-7 hearts. But John was learning something far more dangerous than his parents realized. He was learning that consequences could be avoided. He was learning that whenever trouble came, Daddy and Mummy would stand between him and the consequences. And slowly, John began to believe that the rules that applied to everyone else did not apply to him. By the time John entered secondary school, the little boy his parents once protected had begun to change. He was unruly, indisciplined, aggressive, and increasingly feared by other students. Then came another dangerous step. John started smoking cigarettes. It was another warning sign, another opportunity for his parents to intervene. But once again, John was protected. His parents did not know it then, but they were running out of opportunities to save their son from himself. John had discovered cigarettes, but cigarettes were only the beginning, because somewhere in that school, a group of older boys was watching him, and soon they would introduce John to a world far darker than anything his parents had ever imagined. The signs became impossible to ignore. Family members began to complain. People in the neighborhood began to talk. His behavior became more aggressive, but every warning met the same response. He's our only son. And once again, John's parents chose protection over correction. The cult group gave John something he had never been taught to control: power without responsibility, fear without consequences, and loyalty without morality. Soon, marijuana became part of his new life. The boy who once needed his parents to defend him was becoming the boy other students were afraid to challenge. And there was something particularly painful about John's story. He was brilliant. He had intelligence. He had potential. He could have become anything. But intelligence without discipline can become another wasted opportunity. His parents saw the brilliant student. They did not want to see the troubled boy standing in front of them. They celebrated his intelligence, but ignored his character, and that mistake would cost them dearly. John was still only a teenager, but the darkness around him was growing, and soon the cigarette would no longer be enough. John was about to discover drugs that